Well, here we are with Yoan Fanise, who is in charge of 1111, the game that we are presenting right now. And first of all, if people doesn't know about you, you were involved in a lot of other kind of entertainment. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I started to work in the movie industry a long time ago as a sound designer, and then I went to a video game by doing the sound of Beyond Good and Evil 1 a long time ago, and then I did a lot of stuff, and I went to beyond the sound to make the creative aspect of the game on the rabbits, the raving rabbits, and then on the Assassin's Creed and stuff like this. And I started a game back then that was called Valiant Hearts. It's a game about World War One, also Prima Guerra Mundial, and it was a big success. And so I then created my own studio, an indie studio, to make this kind of game, because I would love to make a small game, but that have a meaning, that have something to say. So that's why we started Gigix Art Studio, and we signed with Bandai Namco, and we are creating this game 1111 with Artman. Artman is a very famous movie studio, and that's why it's so good to have this kind of merging between the movie experience and the video game experience together.
Yeah, as we can see in the trailers, this game has a lot of artistic value. Like it's like a painting. It has a very deep narration, and uh, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not that focused in violence. What can you tell us?
It's exactly the opposite way. It's not about war, it's about human, about people, and the relationship between those people with their family, with their friends, and also with the enemy. Like, because there were some cases where the enemy were not wanting to fight, they don't want to die, so basically they prefer to talk or to make something else. And this is very important in that game, that you have this crossover, and this is why in 1111 you play both sides. So you play Harry, a Canadian, and you play Kurt, a German, and you can switch. The gameplay is about the switch, so you can switch from one side to the other one, and this is the mechanic of the game.
And you told us recently that 1111 is the date of the end of the First World War, yeah, right? Primera Guerra Mundial, and and that means that the game it's not that focused in war itself, but in its consequences.
It's no, it's more about the end of the war, so about the peace coming, and so that the paradigm and the rules of war will suddenly stop at the end. So if you are doing war and you kill someone, it means something, and if it's not war, you cannot kill someone because it's a murder. So it's very different, but this is only the end of the game, and I will not tell more about the ending for sure. There are a lot of choices in the game, and depending on what you do, the ending will be very different. We have 28 endings in the game, so that's something gonna lead you to a certain emotion at the end. So it's an emotional journey for sure.
And so the decisions that we make in the game will have different endings, but does that mean that the message that you are trying to tell us about through the game is going to change?
I think it's beyond that, because the message is one big message through the whole game. The endings are different, so that you feel that maybe you will have some regrets or not, or depending on what you did. But this is the kind of the deep question of what would you do if you would be there at war, or how would you react to the fact that killing someone is in a reality, like how would you feel, like guilty, or see what I mean? And when you have the testimonies of soldiers coming back from war, even today, they are traumatized by the fact that they kill someone, and the fact that this image they have in mind, it's something that they will keep forever, and it doesn't change from 100 years ago and today.
And also, you said that you wanted to give meaning to the game, so that made me think that you want to spread some kind of message. What is what you want to tell us?
it could sound a bit naive in a way, but it's more like a philosophical idea of why would we have those borders, basically. Like why does humanity created that borders? Because it makes no sense. We are all humans. Like it makes no sense, and this is something very simple but very deep when you think about it, like really. And there was this spationaut, French guy who went to the ISS, the spatial station, last year, and when he came back to down, he said the first thing you think when you are up there and you see the world is that this is pretty small, in fact, and there's a lot of water, and all those tiny pieces of ground. Why the fuck humans put some lines on it? And why is just like animals, we just live there and that's it. This is the kind of thing.
Yeah, so you're trying to spread some, to use the industry and of entertainment that is basically, in most of cases, violent, to spread a peace message.
Exactly, and also to put some questions in the mind of maybe young people also, because this is some stuff that we never question, because we are born here and we act with the culture we have, so we never think about, and what if I was born somewhere else? What would be my life? So this is the kind of big questions that it could raise in your mind, and that's interesting. Thinking of the release on November 9 this year on PlayStation, Xbox and PC this November for the centenary of the 100 years of the war.
Oh, you did it on purpose?
Yeah, the launch date is, we have to stick to that launch date.
Bueno, entonces esta es la propuesta que nos trae 11-11 o 11-11, un juego que nos va a hacer cuestionarnos la vida, cosas profundas, y usando los videojuegos como una forma de comunicación más allá de solamente matar por matar o cumplir metas, sino que cuestionarnos cosas, así que los invitamos a que estén atentos. Este juego que va a ser publicado por Bandai Namco.